Hi everyone, can you hear me? All right, wonderful. Wonderful to have all of you in this discussion. All right, all right, okay. Is Akanksha joining?
Yes, you can make her panelist.
Okay, okay, all right. Hi everyone, I hope I'm clear. Feel free to answer in the chat. I would love to know your background, where are you working and what you're doing. Please put it in the chat. Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to share my screen. Right. Uh, Just give me a minute. Gajendra, shall we start?
Yes, Sandeep.
Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, today's agenda is that first we'll do a brief about what exactly is Turno AI, what exactly the product looks like, and what does it do. Then we'll talk about how it works. Afterwards, we will do a demos of how is Turno used, the case study, and and then we will show we will talk about what is AMI and how to launch your own Turno via AMI on your own cloud. All right. So that's the whole idea of this discussion. Okay. And at any point of time, feel free to ask questions using chat. We would be answering your questions. And yeah, feel free to put your thoughts and your introduction in the chat. I may not be able to read it right now, but I'll probably we will look at all the chat and conversation after the webinar, and then we might reach out to you. All right. So, all right, let's go. Wonderful to have all of you in this session. Okay. All right. Before we go ahead, we before we go ahead, we would like to introduce the panelist. Right. I'm Sandeep Giri. I'm the founder of Turno AI. Before that, I started CloudX Lab, and before that, I started Turno, and I had been the principal engineer at Amazon, D. Shaw, and other top companies. So. Yeah, and with me is Akode. Akode is also a co-founder of Turno. and he's leading from the technology side. Yeah. Go ahead, Akuda. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello Sandeep. Yeah, thanks for the introduction. So I lead the technical team of Turno and like look into all those stuff. Yeah, and I contributed in building Turno. Yeah, go ahead.
And we have Rohan and Akanksha. Rohan, please go ahead with the introduction.
Yeah. Hello everyone. My name is Rohan Das and I'm a software developer at Turn. And I contributed on the part of the vector DB and the semantic searches over the Turno, and that's it from my side. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Akansha and I'm working as a software engineer at Turno. I have contributed on working on making new features, building them, and I've also contributed in uh, the building of Turno AMI.
And we have Gajender. Gajender, yeah, Gajender, go ahead with your introduction.
Yes. Hi. Thank you, Sandeep. So, hi everyone. I'm Gajendra. I work in marketing and yeah, taking care of the user flow and other parts of operations for Dano.
Okay.
That's about it. Thank you.
Wonderful. So the first question I want to address before going forward is what exactly is Turno? So Turno is your AI data scientist. It's the, I mean, this is the single sentence that sums it up. So your as in it's on your data. It is essentially it works on your data. It doesn't send your data to the AI or the LLMs. It instead sends only the metadata and generates the code, runs the code, and gives you the answers, right? So instead of people or instead of waiting for months to get the reports or hiring the consultants to figure out what kind of reports are needed, Turno does all of that. Also, in case your data is messy and is not in a great shape, you can ask Turno to clean it up. So it looks into the data and figures out what needs to be done and what each entity means, so it cleans up. And so, in very simple words, Turno is your AI data scientist. It learns, understands your data sources automatically, and it learns by interaction with you. So it evolves, it improves as you talk to it. Okay. And so, right, in very simple words, technical or non-technical team, they can ask questions in plain English, and Turno gives the answer in whatever desired format that you ask. You may ask it to create a presentation about your analytics. You can ask it to create a dashboard, plots, and charts, and Turno will do it all. And all right, so it securely connects to any data sources, right? Any data sources available. You can also add your own MCPs, model context protocols. Model context protocols are basically easier representation of your services, the third-party services which you can talk to. And basically these days, the AI talks to the websites via MCPs, so you can just connect any MCP. Then ERPs, databases, data warehouses, data lakes, you can add any files in your own format, maybe CSV, JSON, PDF, and more. All right, so that's a brief about Turno. Turno, the one of the very important part, there are two essential parts of Turno that separate it from everything else. First one is the security. It basically we have a secure layer, secure infrastructure with which you can control who sees what. And on top of it, you can also control what part is seen by the LLM and what is not to be seen by LLM. Further, it is secure in the sense that it doesn't leak out your data to the LLMs, and you can basically just keep the data secure and safe, and and yeah and there are credentials management, access control, and so on. The second part of the Turno that is very important is the accuracy part. We have worked very hard on the accuracy. It has multi-agent system whereby it basically runs multiple maker checker systems and so on to ensure the accuracy. Further, it doesn't hallucinate because it doesn't give the answers to the user. Instead, it generates the code, we run that code, and that gives the answer. So the result is always on your data, not the hallucinated responses. It performs the full analytics workflow: exploratory data analysis, advanced machine learning models, real-time processing, and automated report generation. So essentially, it can do the deep analytics, preparing of machine learning models, and so on and so forth. Right, way beyond the standard reporting. There are quite a few things that we do not, it takes time to learn what all it can do, but it can do much, much bigger than what analytics tool have been doing. For example, let's say you want to do the forecasting of the production next year. So what you can do is you can ask it to download the weather data, climate data from the past, and start doing the future predictions. So, and it will build the model, it will download the data, it will, uh, train the model, then do the forecasting and so on. So it is way beyond the standard analytics, and therefore this is probably a must-have for every organization today. Now, the way it works is that user asks a question or uploads the Turno interacts or codes with various kinds of data sources, could be MCPs, ERPs, APIs, databases, files, and basically writes the code, SQL, and it interacts with the files and it gives the results. And it does it multiple times. It's not like a single step process. It basically is a deep thinking a loop here where unless it gets the result, it doesn't stop. All right. So, right. So here is a case study on Turno, right? Akori, would you like to go ahead?
Yes.
And yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I will share the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So today we are going to this case study, portfolio concentration risk in lending data. I will start the slideshow. Yeah. So this refers to the risk that a large portion of a loan portfolio is concentrated in a particular region, industry, or product. What does that mean is that banks lend money for various purposes like home loan, vehicle loan, or personal loan. So they want to diversify this segment so that if any adverse effects, something is affecting them, it should not cause lot of loss, because if all their lendings are in a single thing like home loan, and suppose home loan is affected due to something, it will cause them a lot of loss. So they want to diversify it. Same way, they also want to diversify it geographically, so that not only one state, suppose Maharashtra is given a lot of loans by the bank. Okay. So this is the goal for the today's case study, and we will see that here. It will turn on. So yeah, I will share this link first. Chat. Yeah. So I attached a file to Turno and asked it to build a credit risk analysis ML model. So I told Turno that these are the particular columns I want to keep, only keep these particular columns from the data that I have attached. The main important columns here are loan amount, the state, interest rate, and home ownership, etc. I also asked it to change the column name from is default to I asked it to create a new column called is default and some more thing. Okay. Basically, I also ask it to modify the data so that the further analysis will be easier. So Turno will start thinking and writing some code to complete our task. Here we can see that it is trying to read the file that I have attached, and then this is the first step. And in the next step, yeah, it is trying to read the file data.csv. We'll go ahead. Here we can see that it encountered a issue because maybe the file name was different. So Turno won't stop here. It will automatically self-heal and try to fix the problem. And we can see that in the next steps, it will be able to fix it. Yeah, here it is able to find the contents. Okay, so we'll go ahead and see the important steps here. Yeah, here. So it found that these are the columns that are present in the CSV that I have attached. After that, it loaded that, and here. In the end, as a final, we have found that the particular columns that are present in the data, and I asked it to clean it up. Okay. So in the next step, I asked it to do geographic concentration analysis. So I asked it to group the data based on the state and the loan amount and the number of loans and the loan size, rate, etc. Okay. So it again started that process, a recursive process to understand the data and do the analysis. So here we can see that it used pandas to load it in a data frame and they did the analysis. And in the end, we have got the result here. It also generated the CSV file, which we can download. And yeah, so I simply ask it to visualize the result. Okay, instead of just reading the CSV file, I can ask it to visualize. And the final result will look something like this. This is an interactive chart, as you can see, and these are the states. Basically, these are states from the United States. Okay, so CA means California and something like that. In the next step, I asked it to calculate this HHI index. This index shows us the geographic concentration. So we'll go ahead with that. So it was able to calculate it and we got its score. So I also asked it to show it state-wise. So this is the result. Now I'll simply move it. So similar to geographic concentration, I asked it to do the industry concentration analysis also and product concentration analysis. Yeah. So in the end, it generated this plot for the state. Go ahead. Yeah. So based on the analysis, I also asked it to generate the next step. It will suggest me these steps. Okay. Yeah. So that's how Turno works. So we can see that some of the states have a lot of okay. We can see that above. That some of the states had a large concentration of loan amount. Okay. Yeah. So that's how Turno works. So Turno can be used by various people. So yeah, if you simply want to sign up to Turno and you start using it, that's one way to use it. You can simply go to turno.ai and start using it. And another way is you can host it on your cloud. And one more way is if you want to keep everything on your local computer, you can also use the desktop app, which we are launching soon. So now Akansha will give you will show you how you can use the AMI to host it on your cloud. Yeah, Akansha, go ahead.
Thank you, Sandeep. There will
Yeah,
be
before we go ahead, there are a couple of questions that we would be answering. Okay, all right. And right, what if, from Ramesh, the question is, what if the data has in it more than one sheet? Does it work? Yes, answer is yes. It will figure out, just like people do, it'll figure out what's there in the sheets, and it'll figure out which sheet to be picked up, and where could be the actual data. So it would figure that out. Yeah. So answer is yes. You can try it out. You give it a shot. Go to say turno.ai, sign up, and then upload your sheet and get it working. So you can just do it right away. So it would try its best. Whatever can be inferred from the sheet, it will try. Okay. So yeah. A question from Anmol is, how can we be sure of accuracy? So the way it works is that instead of generating responses, it codes and generates response, and then it evaluates whether the response is making sense or not. And I mean, the outcome is making sense or not, and then it basically redoes everything. So this is the best way to ensure the accuracy. Okay, we are using the best model possible to improve the overall accuracy. We are also making sure that it has a proper context, not too big, not too small, but right set of context. Okay. A question from Mohit is, how is it better than other AI models? It is not a new AI model. We are using the foundation model from OpenAI or Claude, and yeah. So we are not really a new foundation model. Foundation model is can be used from OpenAI, can be used from DeepSeek, can be used from the Anthropic, and so on. All right. A question from Anmol is, so if the prompt is given again, the code generated may vary. Most likely the code generated will be same, okay? And it will be not only same, it could be similar. And basically the code, every time you ask a question, if the context is different, the code will vary. I hope it makes sense. Can I get a trial version of this AI tool? Right away, you can sign up on Turno AI if you just want to use it and try it out. And if you are happy, then you go ahead and download and install. And the installations, whether it's desktop or on for your cloud, is all free. You can just go ahead and use it. Okay. We basically charge for the token consumed, not the software. All right. All right. Over to you, Akanksha. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Sandeep. I will share my screen. So I'll first talk about what is AMI. AMI is basically a pre-configured software image which needs no manual setup or to install any dependencies or application to use. It basically runs on your VPC, and there is no chance of your data may leave from your VPC. Uh, AMI is basically used by enterprises for secure internal deployments. So instead of starting from a blank machine and installing everything step by step, AMI makes it simple for you to just launch a server from it in your AWS account. So before when to use like Turno Web and Turno AMI, I would like to tell more about why to use Turno AMI. As many organizations want an AI data scientist on their real databases, but they can't use the typical cloud versions, as there comes concerns about the data being misused by the third party platform. So in this case, we have our Turno AMI, which solves this by letting you run the AI data scientist inside your own environment, which is AWS AMI. Okay, so basically, here's the comparison between the Turno AMI and Turno Web, like which user would like to use which form of Turno AI. So the organizations who are more concerned about their data to keep in private, they would they would like to use Turno AMI because it provides you a private internal network where you can generate the data insights and do analysis on your database. And the benefit of it is that all your data and your analysis won't leave your network. And you can also set up IAM policies which allows you to give access of your launched server to whom you desire to give. Elsewise, uh, on the other hand, TurnoWeb, which is the SaaS platform, uh, it is outside your company network. So, individuals who are there to explore on how to do like analysis or how we can generate visualizations from the data, they can go for the TurnoWeb version. So now I'll take you through how to set up Turno AI AMI on your cloud. So we have a blog on this as well. I'll share it on the chat. So I would like to start the demo. Firstly, we have to go to the AWS marketplace. So this is our Turno AMI.
You need to search it, right?
Yeah, we need to search
Yeah.
it.
Can you show it there? Like if you have to search it.
Yeah. Under Turno AI.
If you just search for Turno AI, will it come?
No, actually, for now we have to take its full name to search.
I see.
Yeah. So that's why I have attached the link to our AMI directly on the slide. I'll share that as well. So you will first have to subscribe to the AMI. As I am already subscribed to it, I'm getting this view purchase options. So after subscribing, you will see this option. So we'll go to it. And we have the button to launch our software, our product name, that is the Turno AI Ubuntu AMI. So launch your software, launch from EC to console option. Here we go ahead with it. So we need to write the name for the server, and other configurations and the instance type are already will already be configured, so you don't have to configure them. The key pair name, this is basically to access your server on your ID on your laptop. So you can create new pair. I have the one, so I'm using it. And for the security group, you have to allow the port 80 so that you can access your instance on that IP address colon 80 port. You can use the existing security group as well if you have that. So now we are ready to launch the instance. It takes a few seconds to initialize the instance, so we can see here the AMI. It is initializing. AWS provides its own console, so you can directly connect from here. It will show you the public IP address, so you can copy this and connect. So yeah, your server is up now. Using that IP address, you can open a browser and just paste that colon 80. Okay, so instance is not up. Let's try again. I'll just check. We can check the running containers on it. I'll uh, start it server from here. Docker logs f turno AI. So this is you can see the logs here. So yes, just started. So you have to log in here. So in the credentials are already mentioned in the blog. It is admin@example.com, and a password is also given, but you can configure your own password as well. So for that, I'll show you how you can do it. For that, we have this command docker exec it turno AI, which is our container, Python. And you have to write the user name, which is admin. So it will ask you for the new password, so you can set your password here. So your password is set. You can use your new password to log in. So let's start with sending hi. You will be asked to configure your key. So get your key. You will now have to, if you're already a user of Turnway, you can log in. Otherwise, you can sign up on our platform. So I log in and you will get your API key, which you have to set here at LLM configuration. Paste your key here and save. So now you are done and you can start chat with Turnway. You can configure your data source. We have the option of the kinds of data sources. You have to just provide the connection string here, and you are good to go with doing analysis on your data source. For this demo, I'll show you on my account. So like for these data sources which I have, it is giving me the recommendations for the queries which I can ask. So let's test one. All your data source information and your set information and the generated CSVs which Turno AI will provide you. They all will be in your private network only. It shows the thinking.
Hmm. So there's a question from, yeah. Okay. So there's a question from Nimla. I want to upload CSV file. In which data source should I use? You don't need to upload it in the data source. You can just attach the file, um, and that's it. Good.
Yeah, you can use the option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Though there's an option of import CSV, but this is also good enough. All right. So thank you, Akanksha. Good work. And yeah, so people are having difficulty in locating this the image. Okay. And I think that is something we need to address.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm not able to find it myself.
I will share the links in the chat.
All right. Yeah. I think we need to update this description of the product properly.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. So great, great. So any questions? So that was pretty much. So basically we'll be sending you with the link to the blog as well as link to the AMI and and along with the presentation of this discussion. So do you guys have any questions for us, everyone? Go ahead. A question is how to implement Gen AI and agentic AI using AMI? You basically take the AMI, install it in your org on your VPC, virtual private cloud, and then it is basically a agentic engine which can help you do all sorts of analysis on your data. Okay, so you can read. There's another question. Uh, More use cases. Where can I read? You can go to Terno.ai, Terno.ai, Terno.ai. You will find lots of use cases there. I can just show you around. So, so if you go here, okay, so you can basically just go through, uh, go through the various kinds of use cases here. There are these analytics use cases, research related use cases, and FMCG use cases. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Shiva, for letting us know that the AMI is private. Let me try to figure this out, how to make it public. Okay. I think that is a very good point that you have made us. Okay. All right. A question from Nidhi is, can you share the CSV file for the first demo? Okay. Um, we can, yeah, you can, we can share that. I think the first demo that was given in the link itself, you will find the CSV file. Okay. All right. And like my team can share that. Okay. All right. A question from Subir is, what about using my own PC as pilot, not AWS? Yeah, we'll be releasing the desktop application very soon. Yeah. And so stay tuned. Okay. Wonderful questions. All right. You can join this waiting list in the meantime. You can see the waiting list. All right. All right. So, yes. Okay. So, Akanksha, Nirmala is facing some problems. Okay. So we can, have a, okay, we can have a like a one-on-one with Nirmala. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So yeah, everyone, you can reach out to us at reach us at turno.ai. All right. A question from Suresh is, do we have a training session on Gen AI and Agentic AI? you should take a look at this course on on CloudX Lab that we have launched. So the here you will see that executive program in applied AI that could be useful to you. Okay, so it includes everything. All right, wonderful. Thank you, Suresh. And yes, I'm looking forward to see more feedback on this. Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.